The banquet hall will now come to order. We are now holding the 2021 Bushnell-Prairie City FFA Banquet. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The historian.
Stationed by the chapter scrapbook.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of the past and present activities of the chapter and its members. I organize the chapter scrapbook and serve as a reference on chapter history. A good record of chapter accomplishments can be a credit to the chapter.
The sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries whether corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor. Your duties there?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope my advice is based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
And why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we shall follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Will the secretary please call the roll of members?
Madam President, I forgot to count. I will have a number for you shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this 2021 banquet of the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may be properly presented. Good evening, fellow FFA members, alumni, school administration, foundation sponsors, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the chapter, I would like to welcome you to our 2021 FFA Awards Banquet. Tonight, we will recognize the hard work of the members and their accomplishments. We hope that before the end of the night, you will have a better understanding of the many aspects of the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA chapter. One quick reminder, we ask that everyone refrain from using their cell phones during the award ceremony. Would Josh Regal please come forward to present the Outstanding SAE Record Awards sponsored by Farmers and Merchants State Bank.
The Outstanding Record Book Award is given to the 3 FFA members that have the most complete, accurate, and neat record books. A panel of our alumni members judges the books, and money is given to these members as an incentive to develop the lifelong skills of accurate record keeping. This incentive is given by Farmers and Merchants State Bank. The first place winner gets his or her name placed on a permanent plaque in the Ag Room and a personal plaque to take home. The outstanding SAE record book winners for 2019-2020 are Matt Sennett, third place is Matt Sennett. Second place is Tessa Sargent. And first place is Aaron Curley. The outstanding SAE record book winners for 2020-2021 are, in third place, Will Hensley. Second place, Jenna Spangler. And first place, Matt Sennett. Congratulations. We are very fortunate to have a very supportive and hardworking FFA alumni. Their efforts were recognized in this past fall as they were awarded an Eastern Regional National FFA Outstanding Affiliate Award. They were ranked #1 in Illinois and #3 in the nation. Congratulations, and thank you for everything that you do for the FFA. Would Kurt Rigg please come forward to say a few words on behalf of the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA alumni?
Most of you know me. I'm sitting by Becky Suter, which is our Secretary-Treasurer, and has been for 26 years or so. Our Vice President this year is Jeff Pendarvis. He was a past member, or a chapter member, I believe, back in a few years ago, back in Bushnell. But my wife and I have been involved since '95, and I was hooked in by the knowledge and actions of the FFA students. That is why me and my wife are lifetime members, alumni members. But I was not an FFA back in high school. So as an alumni member, you don't have to be an FFA. You just need to have a passion to help these wonderful Ag Ed students and to support the Ag advisors in any way you are able to help. So if you want to be involved in any way, please reach out to me or Becky Suter and be a Bushnell FFA alumni member or supporter. So thank you for all the support of the FFA program.
We are very proud of our seniors and would like to recognize those that received agricultural scholarships this year. Please come forward to receive your certificate when your name is called. I'd like to invite Mr. Kurt Rigg back to the podium to recognize the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA alumni scholarship recipients.
See, you did good to help, Becky. This year we had several applicants, so we have to kind of go through the pool and see who's the best candidate and so forth like that. And we have two recipients this year. We have Josh Regal and Jenna Spangler. Emily.
Would Mr. Wes Strode please come forward to recognize the recipients of the Rachel Hamilton Scholarship?
My family gives out the Rachel Hamilton Scholarship every year in memory of my sister Rachel, who was a '94 graduate of BPC. My sister was involved in a lot of things in high school. She was in band and Scholastic Bowl and class president and all those things, but what she really liked was FFA. She was involved in a lot of things, a lot of contests and all that. Sarge was her advisor, and I think they gave each other a hard time, but they got along pretty well. And she really enjoyed it and was really proud to be an FFA and to be from Bushnell. She graduated and went to the U of I. She got a degree in animal science and then a master's in meat science. And she was involved with the meat judging team in Champaign. She met her husband Dan, was a coach of the livestock judging team there. And so they sort of kept that FFA contest thing kind of going. And when she graduated, she worked for the American Meat Science Association and put on some of those contests. So she stayed through that, through her whole life, sort of. So this year, it's no surprise, we already gave these to Will Hensley and Jenna Spangler. We're really excited this year. I think we've given this for 15 years. This year we didn't get to have the regular awards night, but both of these kids are great kids. All of their parents were in Champaign with my sister, knew my sister pretty well, so that makes it a little more special. Jenna's going to live at 4-H house where my sister lived with her mom. Will's going to be in AGR where I lived. I didn't even have to tell him. I knew he'd pick it. He's a smart kid. So congratulations.
Would Mrs. McGrew please come forward to recognize the members receiving the Ride and Farm Supply Agricultural Scholarship and the Tri-County Cattlemen's Association Scholarship?
The Ryden family has always been a big supporter of agriculture and youth in this community. Larry and Patty had a desire to set this scholarship up and recently made the arrangements to do so. The two recipients of the Ryden Farm Supply Agricultural Scholarship are great kids. They both have a passion for agriculture. One has plans to major in agriculture at the University of Illinois. The other recipient is a current employee at Ryden Farm Supply and has plans to enter the diesel technology program at Spoon River College. On behalf of Larry Ryden and the entire Ryden family, and in memory of Patty Ryden, I am pleased to award William Hensley and Matthew Sennett with the 2021 Ryden Farm Supply Incorporated Agricultural Scholarship. Each year, the Tri-County Cattlemen's Association offers scholarships to high school seniors residing in Henderson, McDonough, and Warren counties. Criteria includes the plan to pursue a major or career in the agriculture industry and be a supporter of the beef industry in some form. It is my honor to congratulate Will Hensley as being one of 4 recipients of the 2021 scholarship.
Would Mr. Sargent please come forward to recognize the recipient of the Wolf Family Agricultural Scholarship?
Thank you, Emily. And thank you to all of our contributors for these scholarships. A little bit more on Rachel, more so on Rachel's husband, Dan. Dan and I were actually in 4-H together and both attended Tri Point High School, so I've known him a long time.
The Wolf Family Agricultural Scholarship was established in 2008 in memory of Harold Wolf. Harold was a member of the Prairie City FFA in the 1940s, was a U.S. naval veteran, and then a longtime farmer in Warren, McDonough counties. He was a strong believer in the importance of education and encouraged each of his 4 children to pursue education beyond high school. I personally had the privilege to know Harold and felt a lot of commonality with him, such as a love for agriculture, education, and our Chicago Cubs. With their strong grounding in agriculture, primarily through FFA activities, the 2 students receiving the award for 2021 show great promise for continuing in the field of agriculture as they continue their education and pursue their professional careers. On behalf of the Wolf family, I'll offer my congratulations to Matthew Sennett and Jenna Spangler.
In addition to the scholarship recipients that were just recognized, the following scholarships were also awarded to members. ADCO Manufacturing Local Plant Scholarship, Will Hensley. America's Farmers Grow Ag Leaders Scholarship, Hannah Spangler and Will Hensley. Compere Financial Scholarship, Will Hensley and Jenna Spangler. Would the officer team please come forward for the Green Hand degree ceremony?
Madam President, I have the applications for 10 students enrolled in agricultural education who are candidates for the Green Hand FFA degree.
Our Constitution outlines minimum qualifications for this degree. We shall now determine if these candidates qualify. Have these candidates met all other minimum qualifications of Article 6, Section C of the National Constitution? They have. The Secretary will read the names of the successful candidates. When your name is called, please come forward and stand for the duration of the degree ceremony.
Carter Chambers. Daisy Crow. Jonathan English. Dalton Huffman. Tanner Kleindienst. Nathaniel Kramer. Braden Lewis. Elliot Mason. Madison McGrew. Taylor Pierce. And Ian Wallace.
Will the officers take their places beside me? Candidates, you are about to receive the Green Hand FFA degree in a national organization of members who expect to enter a career in the industry of agriculture. Will you strive to further develop your abilities through active participation in the FFA? If so, answer, we will. I hope you will always carry the spirit of the creed in your hearts and the words in your memory.
Career development is a lifelong process. Your activities in this organization will help you acquire the ability to cooperate with others for the benefit of all. A good attitude and a respect for the rights of others are essential for success in life.
The vast agricultural complex forms the foundation of our American economy. You have chosen well by your expression of interest in a future career in this, our nation's largest field of endeavor.
By your enrollment in agricultural education, you have taken an important step toward becoming a useful citizen in our democracy. May you, like George Washington, use your talents and training for the betterment of ourselves and your fellow man.
The FFA is a national organization of young men and women preparing for careers in agriculture. I am proud to add your name to the roll of the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA Chapter, Illinois Association FFA, and the National FFA Organization.
Success in a career and in life is largely the result of a sound education and a willingness to work. Without labor, we accomplish little, and unless our labor is directed by intelligent thinking, we accomplish nothing.
The pin worn by the Green Hands is made of bronze. Because of its hardness and endurance, bronze has been used for ages by those who sought a better substitute for crude instruments. May those qualities of hardness and endurance carry you far in our organization.
Found it. I was looking for that. Although you have done well and merit this recognition, let me remind you that there are heights yet to be obtained. Just as there are metals more precious than bronze, there are rarer and more precious laurels to be won in our organization. The silver pin of the chapter FFA degree and the golden charm of the state FFA degree await those who earn them. In order to attain these higher degrees, you must possess rare and golden qualities. You must be malleable, but never crushed, ductile, but never drawn into anything dishonorable, glowing with enthusiasm, but unaltered by the heat of conflict. It is my sincere wish that some of you will eventually be awarded the golden key of the American FFA degree. Your future is before you. Through work and wise decisions, you can attain the highest place in our organization, so eagerly sought by all worthy members.
The FFA organization practices agricultural leadership, citizenship, and cooperation. If you develop your abilities, you may become a leader in this organization. We need you, and the country needs strong leadership. We now welcome you as Green Hands. You guys may be seated. Will Matt Sinnott please come forward to recognize this year's Star Green Hand?
The Star Green Hand Award is awarded each year to the top freshman member who excels in their first year and shows great promise for success within the FFA. This award is given to an active first-year member that has participated in many contests, leadership training activities, and other FFA events and shows exceptional leadership qualities. The recipient of this award is Madison McGrew.
This year's FFA Creed will be presented a bit differently. Instead of one participant, this year we will have 6. 4 from this year's Green Hand group, and since there was no banquet last year, 2 from last year's Green Hand class. Would you all please come forward?
The FFA Creed was written by E.M. Tiffany in 1928. It was adopted in 1930 at the 3rd National FFA Convention. It was revised at the 38th and 63rd conventions.
I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words but of deeds, achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists, in the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years.
I believe that to live and work on a good farm or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits is pleasant as well as challenging, for I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life and hold an inborn fondness for those associations, which, even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny.
I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly, with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturalists to serve our own and public interest in the producing and marketing the product of our toil.
I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself, and less need for charity and more of it when needed, and being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me.
I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community, which will stand solid in my part in that inspiring task. Thank you. Would the officer team please come forward for the installation of chapter degrees?
Madam President, I have the applications for 31 students enrolled in agricultural education who are candidates for the chapter FFA degree.
Our Constitution sets up minimum qualifications which must be met before members advance to a higher degree. The Secretary will read the section of our Constitution which outlines the standards for this degree.
To be eligible to receive the chapter FFA degree from the chapter, the member must meet the following minimum qualifications: hold a green hand degree, have an active supervised agricultural experience program, be near the conclusion of the second full year of high school agriculture, attended at least 3 FFA functions, be able to hold a group discussion for 15 minutes, know at least 5 practices of parliamentary procedure, and have a satisfactory grade point average. Please note that we will be installing chapter degrees from 2020 and 2021. Please come forward when your names are called. The 2019-2020 chapter degree recipients are Grant Braun, Dwayne Brim, Hannah Brent, Hayden Brent, Jacob Brown, Emma Corsi, Anna Curley, Hannah Eden, Bailey Harn, Sam Hensley, Emily Hickenbottom, Dalton Horwittle, Keith Hoyle, Damian McKelvey, Jacob Miller, Shane Shin, Ashanti Strange, Chris Taylor, Devin Welsh, and Alyssa Zarillo. The 2020-2021 chapter degree recipients are. Okay. Oh, they are, aren't they? We'll just have them stand. The 2020-21 chapter degree recipients are Carter Alleman, Avery Golage, Wyatt Hodgkins, Tarek Hopping, Rand Palmer, Leah Sargent, Jaitlin Sickles, Nathan Spangler, Austin Stone King, Dalton Strode, and Elizabeth Suter.
Madam Advisor, have all the candidates met or exceeded these standards?
They have.
Fellowship and brotherhood are desirable aspects of a full and satisfying life. Your many friends in the FFA share with you the satisfaction of your achievement. May you continue to advance in the FFA.
We enjoy many benefits through the FFA. It is important that all of you inform others about this organization so that its influence can be a contributing factor in their lives. Let us work together to build a better America.
FFA members learn the importance of sound financial practices. The skills you are developing in keeping records and accounts will be valuable assets to you throughout life. May you use this training to support yourself, your family, and worthy activities of your community.
You have earned the highest FFA degree a chapter can bestow on its members. As a secretary, it is my pleasure to inscribe your name in our permanent records. May you continue your individual growth and development in our organization.
Planning and completing a task brings a certain satisfaction that is the reward of the industrious individual. Our forefathers worked hard to transform America from a wilderness to a great nation. Your attainment of this degree demonstrated your willingness to work. You have done well and have taken a major step toward fulfilling your goals in the FFA chapter.
The pin symbolizing the chapter FFA degree is made of silver. Just as there are metals more precious than silver, there are more precious laurels to be won in our organization. The golden charm of the state FFA degree and the golden key of the American FFA degree await those who earn them. It is our hope that you reach these high goals in our organization. We are pleased to present each of you with the silver pin of the chapter FFA degree. At this time, we will present our sophomores with their green hand degrees that they earned in 2020. Don't worry, we'll forego the lengthy ceremony. Matt, please read the names of the members who are receiving their green hand degree.
The members receiving the 2019-2020 green hand degrees are Carter Alleman, Avery Golage, Wyatt Hodgkins, Tarek Hopping, Rand Palmer, Leah Sargent, Jaitlin Sickles, Nathan Spangler, Austin Stone King, Dalton Strode, and Elizabeth Suter.
You guys may be seated. Sam, will you please come forward to the podium to present the 2019-2020 Star Green Hand Award?
This award is given to an active first-year member that has participated in many contests, leadership training activities, and other FFA events, and shows exceptional leadership qualities. The 2019-2020 Star Green Hand, as selected by the members of last year's Green Hand class, is Leah Sargent.
Would Matt Sinnott please come forward to present the Chapter Star Farmer Award?
The Chapter Star Farmer is a person who is an active member of the chapter with a superior SAE. The recipient of this award is taken from the chapter level class, which is usually made up of sophomores. Their supervised agricultural experience program must be complete and profitable. The member must also have shown growth in their SAE to qualify for the chapter FFA degree. Their project must originate from the production area. The 2019-2020 Chapter Star Farmer is Anna Curley. The 2020-2021 Chapter Star Farmer is Nathan Spangler. Would Will Hensley please come forward to present the Star Agribusiness Award?
The Chapter Star Agribusiness Award goes to a person who is an active member of the chapter with a superior SAE. The recipient of this award is taken from the chapter level class, which is usually made up of sophomores. Their supervised agriculture experience program must be complete and profitable. The member must also have shown growth in their SAE to qualify for the chapter FFA degree. Their project must originate from the agribusiness area. The 2020-2021 Chapter Star Agribusiness is Leah Sargent. Would Anna Curley please come forward to present the Star Ag Placement Awards?
The Chapter Star Ag Placement Award goes to a person who is an active member of the chapter with a superior SAE. The recipient of this award is taken from the chapter level class, which is usually made up of sophomores. Their supervised agriculture experience program must be complete and profitable. The member must also have shown growth in their SAE to qualify for the chapter FFA degree. Their projects must originate from the ag placement area. The 2019-2020 Chapter Star Ag Placement is Sam Hensley. The 2020-2021 Chapter Star Ag Placement is Avery Golage.
Would Emily Hickenbottom please come forward to recognize our state FFA degree recipients?
This year, we have 6 members that will be receiving their state FFA degree on June 9th at the Illinois FFA State Convention in Springfield. Would the members please come forward when your name is called? Hannah Brent, Hayden Brent, Will Hensley, Josh Regal, Matt Sinnott, and finally, Jenna Spangler. This is the highest degree a member can earn in the Illinois Association FFA. All of these members have met the following minimum qualifications. Received their chapter FFA degree. Been an active FFA member for at least 2 years. While in school, have completed the equivalent of at least 2 years of systematic school instruction in agricultural education at or above the 9th grade level, which includes a supervised agricultural experience program. A student after entering agricultural education must have earned at least $1,500 or worked at least 750 hours in excess of scheduled class time in a supervised agricultural experience program. A student after entering agricultural education must have productively invested at least $1,000. Demonstrate leadership ability performing 10 procedures of parliamentary law, given a 6-minute speech on a topic relating to agriculture or the FFA, serving as an officer, committee chairperson, or participating member of a chapter committee. Have participated in the planning and completion of the chapter program of activities. Have participated in at least 5 different FFA activities above the chapter level. Be in the upper 40% of the class in scholarship or have at least a 2.5 on a 4.0 scale in all school subjects during the entire period of application for the state FFA degree. And finally, have participated in at least 25 hours of community service activities that are not a part of the members' supervised agricultural experience hours and are in addition to the hours required in Article 6, Section E, Item 4. Congratulations, we are all proud of you. Would Sam Hensley please come forward to help present the Chapter Proficiency Award winners?
FFA members at the chapter level are evaluated on the content of their SAE record books. Mr. Sargent and Ms. McGrew entered members in the section level competition. The member then competes against other FFA members from other schools with similar projects. Would the chapter winners please come forward as their name is read to receive your pin? Please stay up front after your name is called. Jenna Spengler, Ag Education and Agriculture Processing. Haley Walters, Ag Mechanics, Design and Fabrication and Beef Production Placement. Matt Sinnott, Agriculture Services. Tessa Sargent, Agri-Science Research, Integrated Systems, and Goat Production. Aaron Curley, Beef Production, Entrepreneurship, and Diversified Livestock Production. Will Hensley, Diversified Agriculture Production. Hayden Brent, Fiber and Oil Crop Production. Sam Hensley, Grain Production. Macy Parson, Small Animal Production and Sheep Production. Hannah Brandt, Specialty Crop Production and Swine Production Entrepreneurship. We were fortunate enough to have 6 section winners advancing to the district level in 2020. Please take a step forward when your name is called. Hannah Brandt. Matt Sinnott. Tessa Sargent, Will Hensley, Aaron Curley, and Jenna Spengler. Matt and Tessa advanced to state in their respective areas. Congratulations, everyone. We would also like to recognize the 2020-2021 Chapter Proficiency Award winners. Please come forward when your name is called. Hannah Brandt, Agriculture Sales Placement. Hayden Brandt, Diversified Livestock Production and Fiber and Oil Crop Production. Anna Curley, Goat Production. Avery Golage, Nursery Operations. Will Hensley, Beef Production Entrepreneurship and Diversified Agriculture. Emily Higginbottom, Specialty Crop Production. Josh Regal, Grain Production Placement. Matt Sinnott, Agriculture Services. Leah Sargent, Vegetable Production. Jenna Spengler, Agriculture Processing. Nathan Spengler, Diversified Crop Production Entrepreneurship. And Elizabeth Suter, Agriculture Education. We were fortunate enough to have 7 section winners advancing to the district level. Would the section proficiency winners please step forward to receive your section winner plaque? Hayden Brandt. Will Hensley. Emily Higginbottom. Leah Sargent. Matt Sinnott.
Jenna Spangler, and Nathan Spangler. We were also fortunate to have two district winners that advanced to the state level. Would Will Hensley and Matt Sinnott please take a step forward? Although most of these members have wrapped up their SAE year, one member in particular is still in the hunt for a very prestigious award. Matt Sinnott was selected as one of 5 applicants for the state FFA degree, conducting a placement supervised agriculture experience program. With active participation in FFA, will be recognized with the State Star and Agricultural Placement Award. The member's placement experience may be in the areas of production agriculture, agribusiness, or a directed laboratory that is agri-science based. The winner will be announced at the Illinois State FFA Convention Stars Over Illinois ceremony on Tuesday, June 8th. Congratulations and good luck, Matt. You may be seated. Janice Spangler, would you please come forward to present this year's Conrad Nagel Awards?
The Conrad Nagel Award goes to an outstanding FFA member that earns the most activity points, which are based on their level of participation in FFA events. The award recipient cannot be a current chapter officer. Cash donations sponsored by Farmers and Merchant State Bank are given along with the winner's name being engraved on a permanent plaque that hangs in the ag room. The winner will also receive a plaque from the chapter. Would the recipients come forward when their name is called? The 2019-2020 Conrad Nagel Award winners are: in third place, Nathan Spangler. In second place, Avery Goledge. In first place, Leah Sargent. Congratulations to all 3 of you. You may be seated. The 2020-2021 Conrad Nagel Award winners are: in third place, Nathan Spangler. In second place, Hayden Brent. And in first place, Leah Sargent. Congratulations to all 3 of you. Would Josh Regal please come forward to present this year's scholarship awards?
The scholarship award is presented to those members having a superior grade point average in all classes. Awards are given to those members of each class who have the highest overall grade point average. The FFA encourages academic success and awards it with a medal to be worn on their FFA jackets. When your name is called, please come forward. This year's scholarship awards are given to Nate Kramer and Madison McGrew. The following individuals are receiving the scholarship award for both 2019-2020 and 2020-2021. Nathan Spangler and Elizabeth Suter. Anna Curley. Hannah Eden. Sam Hensley. Emily Hickenbottom. Alyssa Zarillo, Will Hensley, Sheridan McAvoy, Jevany Sickles, and Jenna Spangler. Scholarship Award recipients from the class of 2020 include Aaron Curley, Sarah Eden, Kaya Ford, Maggie Hickman, Jax Heil, Hadley Powell, and Tessa Sargent. Congratulations to all. Would Will Hensley please come forward to recognize those that had success in career development events this school year?
Career development events are something members look forward to every year, and although the majority of the CDEs from this past year were held virtually, members still succeeded. We would like to take this time to recognize top 3 CDE teams and top 3 individuals. You may stand at your seat when your name is called. Forestry, 3rd place chapter team and 2nd place green hand team. Vet science, 4th place chapter team and 3rd place green hand team. Meats evaluation, 3rd place chapter team. Food science, 3rd place chapter team. Ag business, 1st place. Ag issues, 1st place at section and 2nd place at state. Yep, applause, applause. The following members had success individually at CDs throughout this year. Jenna Spangler, 1st place in senior extemporaneous public speaking. Leah Sargent, 3rd place in senior prepared public speaking. Emily Hickenbottom, 1st place in vet science. Jenna Spangler, 2nd place in the job interview CDE. Tarek Hopping, 2nd place Ag Business CDE. Jaylee Crow, 3rd place Ag Business CDE. Congratulations to these members and the many others that experienced CDE success this year. Mr. Sargent, would you please come forward to give your advisory remarks?
Good evening. I'm so thankful that we can be here tonight in person to honor our hardworking members. The past 15 months or so have been very challenging to everyone, students, teachers, administrators, board members, parents, everybody out there. In this, my 30th year at Bushnell-Prairie City, I would have never, ever imagined having a year like this one. I would like to take a moment to introduce Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright is sitting down here. Mr. Wright will be joining us this fall as a student teacher and will also be tagging along on some of our summer activities, of which I'm happy to announce that as of right now, both the Illinois and National FFA conventions are slated to be in person. Speaking of state convention, and thanks to the hard work of our members, as you just heard, 6 members will be receiving their state FFA degrees, and if you're interested, that will take place on Wednesday, June 9th. Also, Matt Sennett will be recognized as one of the 5 finalists for the STAR and Illinois Agribusiness Placement. That will take place on Tuesday, the 8th. And our very own Josh Regal will be performing talent on Tuesday, June 8th, where he and the other talent people will be singing the national anthem for our opening session, and then Josh's solo will be on Wednesday, June 9th. And both of Both of those sessions are slated to begin at 3 o'clock, and I think that's going to be streamed. I don't know yet. Do we know? Katie, do you know? Do we know? It tells you how much the state office is letting us know right now. On behalf of Mrs. McGrew and myself, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our alumni and supporters, our administration, and the Board of Education and our community for their support. And also, thanks to an anonymous donation whose husband spoke earlier, there might not be cupcakes in the hallway after our banquet tonight. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Dwayne Hewlett and Hewlett Public Crow LLC. They're back there and streaming for us tonight. Dwayne, thank you. But the big thanks tonight belongs to these young people. They've been through a lot, and they're still here. So thank you to them. Ms. McGrew, would you please join me on stage? You snuck up. Tie a bell around your neck, would you? The DeKalb Agricultural Accomplishment Award is awarded to one student per chapter who exemplifies in scholarship, commitment, work ethic, and a passion pursuing a career in the field of agriculture. These students demonstrate promising young talent and in the rising stars of the field of agriculture. The 2020-2021 DeKalb Agricultural Accomplishment Award goes to Jenna Spangler.
The 2019-2020 DeKalb Agricultural Accomplishment Award goes to Tessa Sargent. Would the officer team please come forward for the honorary chapter degree ceremony?
It is always a pleasure to receive an honorary member into the FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts of others made on our behalf. Mr. Secretary, please read the section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership.
Honorary membership: farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, parents, and others who are helping to advance agriculture education and the FFA, and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Mr. Secretary, would you please inform the chapter of the nomination for honorary membership?
Madam President, members and guests, I am pleased to read the following names: Joe and Christy Regal. And Jason and Susie Sennett.
Will the officers take their places beside me? Good job, guys.
As historian, I welcome you as a friend of the FFA. Congratulations on this great honor.
It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to you the symbolic handclap of friendship and brotherhood.
As reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agricultural leaders. Welcome to leadership.
Your contributions as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to this organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your name to our roll of honorary members.
As vice president, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say that we are proud to have you as an honorary member. May this affiliation prove valuable to you all. I impress upon you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you have been elected to honorary membership in the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA chapter and present you with this token of membership. At the 2019 National FFA Convention, one of the national officers, Ridge Eubanks, told the audience of FFA members, "The world is run by people who are tired. Anybody who is doing anything worthwhile is bound to be exhausted, so get used to it." Out of all of the FFA speeches I've ever heard, this one stuck with me. Why? Because I get tired and worn out a lot. Take earlier this month, for example. I stayed up way too late at after prom. I had to be at school early every day that week. The due date for my final English paper was rapidly approaching. I was juggling final exams for 2 dual credit classes. I had a pile of scholarship applications due. Play rehearsals started that week. I had ice cream cake orders to fill, and the state FFA extemporaneous public speaking contest was a week away. I was overwhelmed and exhausted. I stood in the kitchen and said to my mom, I could use a good quarantine right now. I was kidding, sort of. We've all been there. Things pile up in life. Practices, assignments, chores, competitions, tests. We sign up for each of these things to better ourselves. That's why I joined FFA. And let's be clear, FFA has not always been easy. FFA adds a lot to your calendar. It definitely made me more tired and made my schedule harder to manage. But is it worth it? After 4 years of FFA, I can say that it's been 100% worth it. The highs and lows, wins and losses, early morning practices, late night extemp speech research, it was all worth it. There's a lesson here. Do the things that make you better, even if it makes you tired. I'm grateful for the people who have helped me become a better person. My parents have always calmed me down before contests, drove me to early morning Parley Pro practices, and encouraged me to try new contests. Hannah and Katie have been my FFA role models. I'll always look up to them. Hannah and I were so lucky to have a year together in our Blue Jackets, and she's answered 1 million FFA-related phone calls and texts. And even though she's an advisor at Macomb, Katie never missed an opportunity to help me write a speech, give me Parley Pro tips, and help me perfect my speech triangle. The first day of 8th grade ag class, Sarge walked in and shouted just to mess with us. He scared me then, and he still scares me a little bit today. But I'm so grateful for every time he's told me to just breathe before a speech contest. This year, I had an independent ag study with Mrs. McGrew, and I'm not sure I could have made it through the school year without her therapy and her dark chocolate sea salt caramels. More than all that, they've both been ready to comfort the lows and celebrate the wins. It's been an honor to serve as the BPC chapter president. And next year, whether FFA activities remain virtual or return to in-person, I hope that each of you will try a new contest, make a new friend, and work a little harder on your record books. No matter what, take advantage of the opportunities the FFA provides you, even if it makes you tired. The world is run by people who are tired. And if you're exhausted, there's a good chance that you're doing something worthwhile. Thank you. I would now like to invite Emily Hickenbottom and Anna Curley to the podium for the presentation of our chapter slideshow.
The slideshow that is about to be presented before you is just a mixture of pictures from this year and the senior slideshow. We hope you enjoy. Would all retiring officers and newly elected officers please come forward?
Emily Hickenbottom, as president-elect, you have been selected by our fellow members to be the leader of our chapter for the coming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding our chapter in all its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office. There you go.
Sam Hensley, as Vice President-elect, your record of accomplishment indicates you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are to assist the President in directing the work of our chapter, preside over meetings in her absence, and keep all committees working effectively.
Leah, try not to giggle while you're up here. Leah Sargent, as Secretary-elect, you have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings and to carry on the chapter correspondence. You will provide the chapter with the order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You will also keep a list of members, a record of degrees awarded, and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws. Please hold out your hands. It's in there somewhere. It's in there somewhere. You'll find it eventually.
Anna Curley, as Treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and to provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the chapter budget and maintaining sound financial practices.
Hannah Brent, as reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about the FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, including state and national FFA. You should keep a record of photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and be responsible for compiling our FFA history.
Nathan Spangler, as Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends and caring for the meeting rooms and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist in conducting meetings and ceremonies.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
Madam President, following the adjournment, we would like all award recipients to gather around the backdrop for pictures. We would also appreciate if the retiring officers and the new officers stayed and helped clean up.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this meeting of the Bushnell-Prairie City FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this meeting adjourned. Would all FFA members report to the gym to get a group picture? All award recipients stay after to get their pictures taken.